Well, hello Internet, and welcome to part 23 of my How to Make Video Games tutorial series. In this part of the tutorial, we are going to finish Pac-Man. So that means in this tutorial, I'm going to create all of the ghosts and give them all of the different behaviors that are going to be needed. I'm also going to show you how to have the ghosts as well as Pac-Man react to death. We're going to add a bunch of sound effects. I'm going to teach the ghosts to chase Pac-Man and a whole bunch of other different things. We're going to need to wrap this up. Like always, the completed Pac-Man Unity project, a link to it is available in the description underneath the video. And of course, everything there is completely free, and I have a lot to do, so let's get into it. Okay, so we are inside of Unity, and like I say always, everything here is exactly the same on Windows as well as Mac OS. Very first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to create my prefabs for my pink, blue, as well as my orange ghost. I only have it for the red at this point in time. So we have our ghost right here, and I'm going to go into the sprite section, and let's get this guy. This is the pink ghost, so let's drop it inside of there, and let's change the name to pink ghost, and then drag it into the prefab section, and delete this guy, and then we're going to get the next one. So that's going to be this one, I believe. Yes, this is going to be the blue ghost. Drag it in there and change this to blue ghost and prefab and delete that out of there. And then let's go and get the final ghost, which I believe is orange, and it should be right here, and it is, and there it is, and drop it in there again and name it orange ghost and orange ghost. Good stuff. Prefabs and delete. Now what I'm going to do is go and get all those different guys. So let's get the pink ghost and the blue ghost and the orange ghost and drop those in there. And as you can see here, we have rigid body and box colliders and our script. Grab all of these guys, and the very first thing I'm going to do is add a rigid body to all of them. So get this and physics 2D and rigid body. Change the mass to a small number, and my gravity is 0, and my collision detection is continuous, and my freeze rotation on Z is going to be set. And I think that is all that I need to do with that. Then I want to add a box collider to all of them, so physics 2D and box collider. Set is trigger, and I'm going to set these to the same as the red ghost that I had previously, which was like 0.85 and 0.88. And I don't think I have anything else to do there. Let's go and check that out. So 0.88. Oh, I have them both 0.88. All right. Why did I think it was different? I don't know. Let's go and check that. And let's go 0.88 for all of these. And there that is. That's set. I am then also going to add a script to all of these. So there's the ghost. Let's move this up here. Grab the ghost script and drag it down here and drop it. And there is our ghost script. I'm going to set my speed. Let's leave it. Do I want it to be 4? What do I have? I have that 4. I don't know. Let's leave it 4. Or maybe let's just, for now, let's change the speed to 3 for all of these. So just 3 like that. And that's set, right? I think so. Yeah, it is. All right. So then I got to get all of the other sprites that I want switched to whenever we're looking left. So that's going to be 4 is looking left. And then 5 is looking right. And 6 is looking down, and I remember this from last time, so that's where this is coming from. And no, not 7, 5. No, let me see here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 goes down here. Yeah, and then 7 goes right here. And then my sprite sheet, the blue ghost, is going to be, I think it's 22. Is that what it is? 23. So let's go and get that, drag that, put the blue ghost right there. And the sprite renderer I'm not even going to set. And my destination index I am going to change at some point, but I'm not quite sure what I want that to do at this very moment. Oh, another thing. Well, let's go and do this with all the other ones first. So blue ghost, so 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's going to be 8 and 9 and 10 and 11. And if you can't see this, view it full screen. And there's that all set. And then 23 for our blue ghost. And then go and set for the orange ghost, which is going to start at 12. There's 12 right there. So 12. Whoops. There you have to move this up first. 12. Drag that there. 13. And and 14 and 15 and 23 for the blue version of our ghost. Another thing I want to do is I want to create a tag for ghost. Make sure I have that set for all of these. Yes, there those are. And let's change this all to ghost. So those are all set. And that looks pretty good right now. I'm going to jump over into the ghost script and I'm going to add a couple more features. So here we are in our ghost script, and where should I start putting some additional features? Maybe after, let's see here, what do I got? There's the blue ghost. So I'm gonna put it in right after this, and I'm gonna come in and I'm gonna go public and float. And what this is gonna be is this is going to be the wait time after my my start wait time. So the amount of time that's gonna go by until I start the ghost start to appear and move around the screen. So I'm gonna call this start wait time and just give it a value of 0, and I'm going to set that here in a second. What else am I going to need? I'm also going to need a wait time after the ghost has been eaten before it comes back onto the screen. So this is going to be a float. I'm going to call this wait time after eaten. And let's give them all the same one. So 4 seconds is what that's going to be. I think that makes sense. And we can play with all this, change it, do whatever we need, of course. Save that, jump into Unity. And then now these should all be updated with that new information. So it isn't. What is going on? Let's jump back over. Oh, there it is. Start wait time. So the red ghost is going to come out first. And I'm going to say that it's going to take 2 seconds for that to take effect. Then we got our pink ghost. And that is going to start 5 seconds after the game has started. Blue ghost is going to be, let's say 10 seconds. And then orange ghost is going to be about, how about 15? All right, got that set. So let's jump back over into the code. And here we are. What else am I going to need to do? Well, I'm going to have to change the way start works if I want a whole bunch of these to show up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy what is here and I'm going to move it somewhere else. So I'm going to cut it out of there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to issue an invoke, and that is going to call a function called start moving after the defined amount of time that is defined in start wait time. So pretty cool stuff. So then I have to create start moving. So void and start moving. Doesn't get past anything, of course. And then I'm going to paste inside of here all of this. But all of the ghosts are going to be inside of the cell area. So I want to define where I want to move the ghosts to. And where I want to move them to is to that starting position that I previously used to test everything. So that is going to be transform position for this ghost is going to be new vector 2, and that's 13.5f, and that's the 1419 space, but this is the way it is. If you want the ghost to show up in the middle of the screen or the middle of the cell area, 18.5f, and then there, the ghosts will show up where they're supposed to show up. And let me just look through here. I do not believe I need to change anything else for any of this stuff. No, as far as I know, everything here should be perfectly cool. One thing I will have to do, however, is to define the starting position for all the ghosts. Let's come back up inside here. Forgot about this the first time. So what I'm going to do is go right after this guy. And this is all the ghosts are going to be in a different place in the cell. So I'm going to define public and float cell x position is going to be equal to 0, and then I'm also going to have this for the y position. So cell, and this is going to be y position. So we'll save that, jump back into Unity. I'm then going to grab all of these different guys. So the red ghost is going to start off, well, that I'm going to change it up here, is going to be, change that to 1216, which is going to be this position right here. So 1216. Then I'm going to get my pink ghost. I'm going to put it right next to it. So that's going to be 1316, like that. And then I'm going to get the blue ghost, and that's going to be 1416. And the orange ghost is going to be 1516. So there they are. All the ghosts are inside of our cell area, looking really awesome. All right. And what else am I going to have to define? Well, I'm going to have this starting cell position. Remember, it's going to have that half in it. So I'm going to have the X position in this situation be 11.5, and then all the Y's are going to be 15.5. So after the ghosts are eaten, they're going to go back into this cell area and in exactly the same position. So, whoops, that's not going to be right. For the orange ghost, this is going to be 14.5. Let's do these in order so that I make sure I get them right. All right, so this is going to be 11.5 and 15.5, and the next one is going to be 12.5 and 15.5, and the blue is going to be 13.5 and 15.5, and then this should be 14, right? Great. Have all of that set, and let's run it, see how it works out here. And there goes Pac-Man. The ghost should start coming out. There's the red ghost and the pink. There's the pink ghost and the blue. Come on, blue. Where are you at, blue? Come on, come on. There's the blue ghost, and it's going. And the orange ghost should be coming out here very, very soon. And there it goes. All right, awesome. Now I'm going to have their destinations change. So the red ghost destination index is going to be 0. That seems good. The pink ghost, I want to change its to go in the lower left-hand corner, which is sort of going to be the opposite of the red ghost. So let's change that to 2. Which is the destination index that I have set. I'll show you what that is just to remind you. And then we'll have the blue one. Let's have its destination be 0 again, and then the destination index for the orange, have that be 2 also. And here, I'll show you where it is. So it is these guys right here. See? The first and third are going to go to this destination, and then that's 0, 1, 2. And then the second and fourth are going to go in this destination on our grid. So let's run it. So now they're going to appear and they're going to go in different directions, which is much better. So there goes red, there goes pink in a completely different direction, and the blue is going to head in the same direction as the red, and then the orange is going to head in the same direction as pink went. And you can see, there it goes. All right, so they are moving and looking sort of random, so that's cool. All right, so back in the ghost script, what else am I going to need inside of here? Well, I am going to... Well, I'm going to need access. Where is blue? Because I'm going to need the Pac-Man. I need to tell Pac-Man if the ghost is blue or not. So we can define if the ghost is going to eat Pac-Man or if the Pac-Man is going to eat ghost. So I'm going to make this public so I can get access to that. What else are we going to need? Well, we're going to need to reset our ghost after it's been eaten, of course. And we're also going to need to have the ghost start moving again after it's been eaten. And I think what I want to do with my ghosts is, this is just what I'm doing with it. I'm going to say that the ghosts are going to go in their normal path until Pac-Man eats them. Then they're going to get angry, and then they're specifically going to hunt down Miss Pac-Man. So where am I going to put these different guys? Where does it make sense to put that? I think it makes sense to put it right here before get new direction. So what am I going to need? Well, one thing I'm going to need is I'm going to need a game object, which is going to be the Pac-Man game object, and I'm just going to set that for null right now, and then I'm going to use that inside of these next two functions. So I'm going to go public void and reset ghost after eaten, and this is going to receive the Pac-Man game object. So game object, and that's going to be Pac-Man. And what I'm going to do with this is I'm going to go and move the ghost to the cell position that I defined previously. So that's going to be transform and position. That's going to be, you know, inside of the cell whenever they first come back. And new vector 2, and that's going to be cell X position and cell Y position. And each of those ghosts have a predefined position. And then I can just come in here and go rigid body velocity and set that to 0, because whenever the ghosts go in the cell, I do not want them to move. So until I tell them to move. I don't want to forget to get the Pac-Man game object and assign it to the Pac-Man that was passed inside of here from Pac-Man. And then I'm going to call invoke again, and this is going to call the start moving after eaten function. And that's going to start in the time defined. So wait time after eaten, and I gave all of those 4 seconds. Every ghost has 4 seconds until that's going to start happening. And that is all I need to do. I mean, it's just pretty good. All right, so now this one's going to be called, of course, to move our ghost. So paste that in there, and it's not going to need any information to move our ghost. Basically, I am going to call transform position, and all of them are going to go to the very first location whenever they leave our cell. So vector 2, and that's 13.5F and 18.5F. And then I'm going to do the same things that I did previously. So let's go and just copy that. And code isn't optimized, I apologize, but you know, it would take me probably 20 videos to do everything I'm doing here if I optimized everything on top of it. So I'm going to get this guy right here and select all of that, everything in this function, and copy that. And then come down here to start moving after eaten. Where is it? There it is. Start moving after eaten, and we will paste that inside of there. And I also said that I want to move the ghost after they're eaten, that I want the ghost to start chasing Pac-Man. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say if Pac-Man has a value, then we're going to start chasing him. All right, so it's like we are now aware of Pac-Man, so now we will chase him. And we'll do that in get new direction. And I'm going to put that right inside of this area right here. It's going to be a different direction. So I'm going to say if, I'm going to like override this, if Pac-Man game object is not equal to null, well, in that situation, we are aware of Pac-Man's existence, and we are going to now hunt down Pac-Man. So we'll go Pac-Man game object, and transform position. And so there we go. And each time we come through here, we're going to go and find Pac-Man, and let's go and override the other one as well. Right here after this destination, we will paste in the same thing again. All right, and I think that is all we need to do to set up the ghosts. And now we need to jump over into Miss Pac-Man and have the ghosts and Miss Pac-Man communicate so that they can hunt down each other and kill each other, which is awesome. All right, so we're in Miss Pac-Man. One thing I just remembered is I am going to want to add points to the score whenever the dots are eaten versus when the pills are eaten versus the ghosts being eaten. And I didn't set it up that way, so I want to fix that. So I want to scroll way down to the bottom here. Oh, I'm already here. All right. And I'm going to go to increase text UI score. And I'm going to have it receive values, the number of points that we are going to assign. And then I'm going to get that value and put it right here. So there's points. And then increase text UI score up, this one right here. So a dot was eaten, and a dot is going to be worth 10 points. So we'll change that, and then we're going to change it for the other ones as well. Let's see, did I do that for the pill? Let's go and look here. Okay, there's pill, and no, I didn't. I never even called the increased text UI score, so let's go and copy this, and we'll paste that inside of there. Where is it? There's the pill right there, and we'll put this right there, and the pills are worth 40, I think, or 50. Let's make it 50. And also I need to destroy the pill. I forgot to do that. Whenever the pill is eaten, I'll say destroy, and that's going to be the collided upon object, which is a pill. All right, good. So that's dead also. Now I'm also going to have to, now that I saw those scripts there, I'm going to have a script for all of my different ghosts. So I'm going to come in here and make one for each, of course. So let's go like this and like that, and we'll change this to pink, and we'll change this one to blue. Get out of there. Blue. And we'll change the last one to orange. Okay, got all those set. I'm then going to need to get all the game objects for all of those, which are going to be down inside of here. So I'm just going to be copying and pasting again. Just going to change to the name of it. So there they are, and this is going to be pink, and this is going to be pink ghost, and then I have blue, and this is really cool too. This is like the best whenever you're like right there on the cusp, the game's just about ready. Basically, the only thing I'm not doing is having multiple versions of Pac-Man and the Pac-Man dying animation. I'm not going to bother with that. The two things that I've already taught you, so I'm just going to get it done here in this one video. All right, and then I need to do the same thing for scripts. So let's go after this, and there they all are, and then I'll just change this to pink again, and blue, and orange, and pink, blue, orange. All right, and I have all those set, so that's good, and I think that's all I need to do with that. What else are we gonna need? Oh, there's the point where I change the ghost to blue whenever the pill is eaten. Where is that guy? That's way down here. So let's go scroll and find it. And that's on this one. And where is pill at? There is pill right there. And red ghost script, turn ghost blue. So I'm going to do that with all of the other different colors. And so this is pink, blue, and orange. Pink and blue and orange. Awesome. And now I need to set it up so that we handle whenever we actually hit something with the tag of ghost. I haven't done any of that, so I'm going to do that right here. Paste that inside of there and change this to ghost. Okay, so what am I going to need here? Well, the very first thing I need to do whenever I collide with a ghost is I want to get the name of the ghost I collided with. So I'm going to go string and ghost name is going to be equal to, and how we get the ghost's name for the collided upon object is we just go COL because that's what the collider is called. And then get components, and what we collided with is a collider 2D. So get that and put the parentheses after it, and then go game object and name. So there is the name of the ghost that we collided with. And I must have covered up another one of these curly brackets. Okay, so I got that fixed. What else am I going to need? Well, I want to get the audio source because after Pac-Man dies, I want to shut off the audio source altogether for my game. So I'm going to go audio source and sound manager and get components. And of course, I want the audio source. Not hard to figure out. Got that. Whoops. Don't do that. That was silly. Get component, audio source, get that out of there, get this out of here. I wasn't paying attention. There we go. And and there it is. Got that. And then I'm sure if I sat here for a while and thought about this, I'd think of a more intricate way of doing it, but I'm doing it this way. I'm going to say if the ghost name is equal to red ghost. Well, in that situation, I'm going to then check if my I'm going to call my red ghost script, and I'm going to check if it is blue or not. Is ghost blue, which means can I eat it without it killing me? And if that comes back as true, I want to call for the ghost to be reset inside of the cell. So to do that, I'm going to go red ghost script and reset ghost after eaten. And then, remember, I'm going to pass in the Pac-Man game object in that situation so that I can work with that. Meaning that now the ghost knows where Pac-Man is and it's going to try to hunt down Pac-Man. What else? I'm also going to want to play the ghost being eaten sounds. So I'm going to go sound manager and instance and play one shot. And specifically what I want to play is I'm going to call sound manager once again. And instance once again, and eating ghost, because I just ate the ghost, so I want to play that sound effect. Anything else? Yeah, I ate a ghost, so I want to increase my score, so I'm going to call my increased tech score, and I think it's 400 points for a ghost to be eaten in the Pac-Man game, so we got that. Then I need to handle if the ghost is not blue. Well, in that situation, Pac-Man dies, so I'm going to say else. And I'm going to do this whole thing right here again, except I'm going to play the Pac-Man dying sound effect, or Miss Pac-Man, you know what I'm talking about. And that is Pac-Man dies. All right, so got that set. I'm also going to want to shut off my audio sounds altogether because remember I have the Pac-Man eating sound on a loop. So I'm just going to go audio source and call stop on that. So that's how you stop all audio source sounds, and then destroy Pac-Man. So destroy, and since I'm in the Miss Pac-Man class, that's going to kill the Miss Pac-Man. All right. Else, well, I'm pretty much going to do exactly the same thing, am I not? Yeah. So I'm going to say else if, I'm going to just copy this. So I'm going to say else, and then paste that in there, if, and this time it's going to be the pink ghost. So I'm going to go pink ghost, And then I'll just change this to pink ghost. So pink ghost. And everywhere we have a pink ghost, I'm going to change it. Well, I guess it's only there. Really? Oh no, right there also. So pink ghost. And everything else is exactly the same. So, then I'll go else if. And now I will do the blue ghost. So if it's blue ghost, got that there. Is ghost blue, blue ghost, and blue ghost. And everything else is the same, I believe. And then we will come in here and go else if. And then the only other option is orange ghost. So orange ghost, change this to orange ghost script and orange ghost script. And all of those should all be set well. And I think that's done. I think that's it. I don't think there's anything else. At least we're going to go test it. Let's come back into Unity and run it. Don't see any errors. And there's Pac-Man. And ghosts are going to start coming out here. And let's go see if we can eat a ghost. Alright, so there's the ghost up there. And let's go eat a ghost. They turn blue. I ate it. Let's go see if I can eat another one. Uh-oh, it's going to be... see it turn back in. And there's the red. Is the red going to now follow Pac-Man? Yes, it is. So there you go, guys. Everything is looking pretty doggone awesome. Let's go get this. Whoop. Pretty sweet. It turned red again. And Pac-Man's working. And it's working. Whoop. And I died. Alright, so pretty cool. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that video. I really enjoyed making these series of tutorials. It was fun to make a real game. And I don't know what I'm making next. I think Zelda, which probably means that I'm not going to make videos here for at least a week so that I can catch up. But either way, like always, please leave your questions and comments below. Otherwise, till next time.